This is a functional, well-made journal that is good value and performs pretty well in pen tests. Unfortunately, it doesn't do so well for sustainability. I'm Ruby from the Useful Journal. Like this video and subscribe to my channel for more answers to your journaling questions and a huge range of dot-grid journal reviews. Today I'm reviewing the Clever Fox Planners Dotted Journal 2.0. I did review this journal a long time ago. It was my very first review, but I have changed my review process a lot in recent times, and so I wanted to do it again for you. I will tell you a bit about the company and their products. I'll tell you about the packaging of the journal, the construction of the journal, the markings and features of the journal. I'll talk to you about the paper, go through my pen test, and I'll talk to you about the company's approach to environmental and social responsibility. Clever Fox Planners is actually a multinational that is based in Latvia in Eastern Europe. It designs its journals there at its headquarters, but the products are made in China and then they're shipped to their warehouses in the US, Canada and the UK. So there's free shipping available from those 3 locations. And then they also are available through Amazon in most other countries. So they're very widely available. Their large range of journals and planners are available through their website in the US, UK and Canada, but not in any other country where you do have to rely on the Amazon platform to buy the journals. The notebooks are $19 US each, which works out at 12 cents US per page. In addition to this Dotted Journal 2.0, Clever Fox has a huge range of planners, and that's actually their main product line. And they have planners for everything under the sun, including budgeting, food, diet, passwords, gratitude journals, self-care journals. They've got ones that focus on just appointments, your standard planners. They've even got an end-of-life planner. And if you're a teacher, they've got a specific teacher planner. So have a look because they've probably got a planner that meets your requirements. These dotted journals that have only basic markings are only available in A5, but do come in a huge range of colours. The planners sometimes come in an A4 size, which is similar to a letter size, or there's one that comes in a traveller's size, but most of them are A5. Some of the leatherette covers vary in texture based on the colour of the leatherette. So this purple one, for instance, has a kind of a textured leatherette, but there's other colours that have quite a smooth finish. So keep an eye out for that as well. The journal came with a belly band and it was shrink wrapped with thin plastic wrap. There is no box or sleeve, and the journal also comes with a sheet of stickers that will help you with your planning. The journal has a leatherette cover stamped with the Clever Fox Planners brand and icons that are kind of on the childish side, with statements like, "So what?" "Hot," "Party time," and "Yay!" But when you choose a darker cover like I did, they're really not that obvious, and I do like the texture of them. The cover has a small amount of flex. There is an elastic closure, a pen loop with visible stitching on the back cover, and 3 bookmark ribbons in 3 different colours. The bookmarks are too short to reach around the corner when you hold the tips. The pages have rounded corners. The pocket inside the back cover goes most of the way across, so the lump from the edge isn't too noticeable on the last few pages. The book has 160 pages and is a fairly average weight of 375 grams. The notebook has a stitched book binding and lays flat when you open it. There are 11 signatures that have been glued neatly, not causing the pages where the signatures join to sit up from the spine, and there is no glue showing through and causing tearing. The spine has headbands that help secure the ribbons. I've been using the notebook for a while as my garden journal, and while I haven't done a huge amount in it, I just keep moving house too often, it appears to be quite durable. Overall, the journal is very well constructed. The journal comes with several printed pages, including the Return to Owner page with a cute reward line, a key page, and 3 index pages. There's a little brand information on the inside of the front page. There are 27 by 40 dots that are close to a 5mm gap from all the page edges, including the center. It has fairly bold type page numbers that sit within the dot grid. Something that I know some of you don't like because it does get in the way of drawing boxes on that part of the page. The dot alignment across the double page spreads is always within 1mm of variation. The dot darkness is very close to average, if not a little bit darker. It really doesn't stand out though. The dotted journal has pages that are 120 GSM and bright white in colour. Now I've got more experience with the feel of the papers you get in journals. I would say this one rated a 3.5 on my smoothness scale. It's pretty smooth, but it's got a little bit of texture in it. That is actually the preference for some people because when you're writing with fountain pens, you get a little bit of feedback. On that, fountain pens didn't ghost through the page at all and didn't feather, so they're definitely a good option in this journal. The paper coped okay with water, but I wouldn't go overboard with using it. I did a little painting of a mouse using a wet on wet style, and while there was no bleed through, there was a bit of page crinkle. It wouldn't stop you working on the other side of the page though. I did get some spotting through the page from using Tombow dual brush water-based markers, which is what makes me cautious about using media that uses a lot of water on this paper. The paper had average results for drying time when brushing your hand over a Pigma Micron pen, taking about 10 seconds. It didn't smear when I used a highlighter over the pen, so it's pretty good overall. The Clever Fox paper performed pretty well for 120 GSM, with only slight ghosting from the darkest and wettest pens, the Stabilo .88 and the Faber-Castell gel pen, and only because I coloured over the same area a couple of times. As you can see here, it barely shows through. The main issues were the Sharpie Ultra Fine marker that is alcohol based and the stamp pad ink. Both are pretty common issues in journals. The other thing that ghosted was the watercolour pencil once I added water. I test how the page colour compares to whiteout and you can see that it blends well here for all types. The eraser removed the lead pencil with no shadow. I think as long as you use your media with a light touch, you should be fine, and there's nothing to stop you using your favourite pens on this paper. Clever Fox planners don't provide a lot of information about their approach to sustainability. They emphasise in my version of the dotted journal that the journals are crafted with care in China. I'm not sure exactly what this means. Does it mean that the journals are made with consideration of preventing water pollution? Are they made from wood that's been sourced from sustainably managed forests? Are they monitoring the working conditions of people in the factories to make sure they have good working conditions? It's really not clear. I did contact Clever Fox to ask them about the little note on the inside front page because in my version it says 100% recycled. They responded that they used to have recycled paper end papers, just the paper closest to the spine. That's part of the binding process. They now don't use recycled paper. They now use FSC certified paper, which is paper from sustainable forests. The way they said it makes me think that the paper in the journal is not FSC certified because they said, and I quote, "We've since updated our packaging product wraps in brackets to feature the FSC certification." Product wraps, I'm not sure. I'm assuming that's just the belly band around the journal, which is a pretty minimal amount of paper to focus on being sustainable. I don't think the rest of it is actually from sustainable forests. Given Clever Fox planners are based in Europe, I'm surprised they don't have more information about sustainability because Europe tends to be a bit ahead of the rest of the world in that respect. I'm disappointed that a company with so many products that obviously does reasonably good sales hasn't made more effort in this area. The Clever Fox Dotted Journal 2.0 is a good option if you want a quality, low-cost journal that will stand up to most uses and has pretty good 120 GSM paper. I'm not happy with their lack of effort in addressing sustainability, and if you know anything about me, you'll know that that's a big bugbear of mine. And I do find the marked pages in this journal a little bit utilitarian. They're not very creative or decorative, and I tend to prefer things that look a little bit more attractive on the page. That is a personal taste issue, of course. The cover also may be a little bit childish for some, but as I said earlier, if you get a darker color, then those stamped icons don't stand out very much at all. The journal is very good value for its price. It's easy to source in the 3 main countries or via Amazon, and there's even free shipping in some countries, and of course if you're an Amazon Prime member you also get free shipping that way. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and take a look at some of my other collections journals. I've just recently released a video about my weight loss journal. I have done journals on my board games that I've played with my board games club. I have a birding journal, and I have my reading journal, which I will be updating you on later this week. See ya!